Welcome, Cancer. This is your weekly Teroscope reading for April the 25th through to May the 1st, 2016. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly. And before we get to the energy of the cards, thank you so much for all the support you give me each and every day. Truly, thank you. You guys rock. So let's get to you. We start with an incredible card, the Ten of Cups. You're happily ever after. So this can make you feel strong and vibrant this week. Absolutely. This could make you feel like everything is starting to come together. Home and family might mean a lot more to you this week than other avenues of development. Now, we have the Judgment card right next to it. So we don't want to, and hang on a second here. We have the Judgment card right next to it, which means that we don't want to take shortcuts. We don't want to jump to conclusions. We want, and it's crossed by the Queen of Wands. So we don't want to definitely be making snap decisions this week, okay? We want to use good judgment. And in order to use good judgment, we have to ask the qualifying questions. We have to draw in the information. We have to research in order to come to the right conclusions, because it's all going to bring in or remove balance in your life depending on how you work with the energy. So with judgment being there, we could be jumping to conclusions. We could be reading into some little rumor that we heard, not having the full picture, not having if we act on things like that, then we could actually find ourselves only going one step forward and 3 steps back this week. We want to have a balance going forward. And in order to have the balance going forward, we can't assume this week. We can't jump to conclusions this week. We can't fast track things this week. We have to take it slow and steady. We have to have the conversations. We have to put ourselves in the situations that matter. Now, our underlying energy is the Magician. Well, this is where the magic comes in, but it's not particularly the magic you asked for, or it will be disguised as energy maybe that you didn't ask for, and the things that you asked for are still out there in limbo. But trust me when I say that if something sudden happens this week or unexpected happens this week, to go with the flow, to know that it's putting you in the right situation, in the right time, in the right place, at the right moment. So go with the flow. It might be an unusual person you meet. You might find yourself in an unusual situation. You might end up getting a gift actually from the universe in order to help yourself go forward in some way. And that might be a person. It might be a material object. It might be money. It might be something in order for you to move forward, whatever that move forward is. But it could be something when the Magician is the hidden energy, it could be something that you weren't expecting. It will end up being the same end result, but you have to be accepting of the energy, not fight the energy that is being presented to you, to go with the flow, to understand, what does this mean in my life? What lesson am I supposed to gain from this? What wisdom am I supposed to gain from this? How does this move me forward on my path? How does this grow me into the person I want to be tomorrow? So unexpected things like that, just beware, okay? Beware that the unexpected is for good in your life, for well-being to come into your life, although it may not look like that when the Magician is in that placement. The Six of Wands is our overriding energy, so this is success. This is success through other people. It's looking at the people that lift you up, raise you up. And you know what? It's even looking at those people that you feel pull you down, and understand what the goodness is, because if they're in your path, they're there for a reason. They're either there to teach you something, or you are there to teach them something. And it could be good, it could be bad, it could be ugly. So it may be your success may teeter on looking at the relationships that matter most for that path forward. If you are looking at, obviously, if you're looking at career, then you are looking at the people that you work with. You are looking at the people that surround you in the workplace. If you're looking for stature in the community, obviously, we're looking towards our neighborhoods and our community, at the people that surround us. If it's family oriented, We're looking at our close family members and seeing what they bring into the relationship for us and what we give back in the relationship. The Nine of Wands. So anxieties, worries, fears, concerns, the chaos that you walk through, the aggravation, and this could tie in a little bit with the Magician, bringing something into our lives that was unexpected. And it could be a good unexpected, but it might seem like it's not a good unexpected at the time until we go through the energy and then we go, wow, if that didn't happen in my life, I wouldn't be here today. Now, how many times have we heard that in a speech by somebody great? If that hadn't have happened to me in my life, I would not be here today doing what I'm doing, being who I am. So understand that every worry and concern that you have right now is to impart wisdom into your life so that you can go forward with the strength. And out of every situation that you can think of right now, there is new growth to be had because of the situation that you have just walked through or that you are currently in. Eight of Swords, your perception is changing. It could be definitely the people that surround you. It could be of where the balance comes in your life. It could be through asking some qualifying questions, doing a little bit of research. You understand a whole new dynamic of the situation or the person. Okay, but your perception is changing here, and it's not going to be the same moving forward in some area of your life. You're going to have an awakening. You're going to have a realization. You're going to have an epiphany that there's more to it than what you had originally thought, whatever the to it is. As we go towards the weekend and into next week, we have the Knight of Swords, so we are strong, we are empowered. We ride out into that meadow with our sword raised. We yell charge. We are ready to conquer. We are ready to succeed. We are ready for victory. Failure is not even in our vocabulary. So if you were feeling a little down, although even your health and well-being card is beautiful and passionate. So um, I just see a vibrance and an energy as this weekend comes around and going into next week. We also have the Five of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. Five of Wands is the people in your life. Wheel of Fortune is closing doors, some new doors open. So you could be entertaining the prospect of going to school again and getting into a classroom with new people surrounding you, like-minded people, all working towards the same kind of goals. Or maybe it's a group within the community or the neighborhood. Maybe you are seeing what friends just don't fit in your life anymore, and it's time to close the door in order to walk into a new group of friends, a new way of thinking, new way of perceiving that was limited before by the friends that you were actually surrounded by. For love, relationships, we have the Star. What do you want love to be in your life? All you need to do is reach out and grab it. This is what this card says. Okay, the star at the very top symbolizes your love, the relationship you want to be in or are in, how you want it to develop, how you want it to grow. And you are seeing the way in order to do that now. So before it was only a hope or a desire maybe of how you wanted the relationship to grow, how you want to walk into a new relationship beginning, a new turning point within the relationship, a new deepening of security within the relationship. This week you can get that kind of wisdom, that understanding of what needs to be done within the relationship or what needs to be done in your own thinking of who you are in a relationship in order to bring that to fruition for yourself. You can make relationships this week more tangible in how and where you want the relationship to go. And if you are looking for a relationship, I think that you are setting maybe new ground rules, new ideas about what a relationship should be, and how to go forth within a relationship that's going to be strong, sustainable, long-term, lasting. For work, career, Finances, money, Knight of Pentacles, the slow and steady approach. So what do we have here? We had the Judgment card. That's right, the Judgment card. So we don't want to, well, we don't want to do any spontaneous shopping, okay? We want to watch our money this week. Absolutely. We want to stick to the plan. Hopefully you have a budget. If you don't have a budget, start a budget this week because it's going to matter. You're going to want to make sure where those nickels and dimes, if that's your currency, what piles it's going into. Watch your receipts, watch your spending. If you are in a job career setting or you are looking towards the job and career setting, this is the slow and steady gets the reward at the end of the day. So even if you don't feel like you are getting anywhere, stick to the plan. It will all make sense in the long run. You will be able to look back one day and say, aha, I did it. I've come this far. And it's because of purposely laying out your plan and stepping into each part of your plan at a precise time with the knowledge, with the wisdom attached to it to go further in a beautiful direction. So until we meet again, remember, I do love you.